Hey everybody, and welcome back to 3Cog. Today I'm going to be covering a little how-to. This is how to paint fill the markings on your weapon. So the idea being that all the engraved portion here is going to get filled in with FDE. There's no reason to do this other than I feel like it and I think it looks cool. So it doesn't serve any other purpose. This is my AR pistol build that I'm working on right now. You see, it has a brace, not a stock, Magpul furniture, the Shockwave brace, CAC tube, enhanced polished trigger group from Palmetto State Armory. Really nice trigger, actually. Really nice trigger. Reset. It's right there. Clean break. It's actually a really nice trigger. I can't wait to have this whole thing done. So anyway, today is just paint filling. So supplies, nail polish remover, skewers, in my case, sour cream container, cotton balls, spray paint. So spray paint is just going into my container. And I just do that until I have a puddle of paint inside. Set that aside and cleaning. So I'm going to thoroughly degrease everywhere that I'm about to put paint with nail polish remover. Making sure that I get into the grooves, really in where I want the paint to stick. And markings on the other side. That's it. Cotton balls give me a little bit of lint. So make sure that's not an issue. And that's it. And now you start to color fill. So I'm simply using the skewer to put paint where I want it. Excess paint up on the flats, the high points, are not a problem because that's all going to get removed. So like I said, there is no reason to do this other than you like the way it looks. So some other options for paint, you can use model paint, couple of other options. I'm just using spray paint because that's what I have on hand from painting one of my other rifles. So just make sure all those letters are filled back here. So in a perfect world I would have removed my selector lever, but I'm just trying to do this kind of quickly, and honestly if I screw it up I can just strip the paint off and start again. So call this Arts and Crafts with 3Cog. Filling everything in. Again, what I'm really worried about is making sure that paint gets into all of the lettering. And now we're going to paint a happy spider. So, this is a Spikes Tactical lower, so it has their spider emblem on it, and just filling it all in. That's all filled in. And then this receiver is marked for full auto, but it absolutely is not a machine gun. Full auto is not, unfortunately, a setting that this trigger will go to. So that's it. We filled everything in. Everything's filled in with paint right now. See if it's running. I should be able to hold it and do the other side. Let me try and give you a better view. And this one, the only markings it has on this side is safe, semi, and auto. But like I said, just because it has the setting or the the emblem for full auto, it's absolutely not a full auto weapon. The selector switch will not go to the full auto setting. So obviously you could use whatever colors you want. You could do them in different colors. You could do red and white on the selector settings to have it Heckler and Koch looking, or whatever. I just want to fill it in with the FDE so that it matches my furniture and eventually the rail and upper receiver that's going on this weapon. Alright, so now it's all color filled. Now it's time to start removing. Just blotting away the excess. Yep, removed too much right there. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to let this dry for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to start the next step. Alright, it's been about 7 minutes. I think that's good enough. I actually went back and applied some more paint because I didn't like how much I wiped, so I don't recommend using cotton balls to wipe off the excess. I think just leave it and let it dry. So I think the cotton balls are not going to work for wiping off the excess because I think they're going to get too far into it. So I'm just going to use napkins. So let's see what happens. I've never done this before. First time ever. If it comes out like crap, it's not going to go on the channel. It'll probably still go on the channel just as a lesson learned. So, polish remover, paint. So I want to be careful not to too much in there. So I'm trying to keep the napkins really flat and not push into the part that I want to keep. So yeah, this side's looking really good. This side, I have some faint places here, which I might go back over. So I'm just kind of lightly pressing. I'm not trying to rub a bunch of the material down into it. Alright, so sorry about that. My camera cut off because my memory card is full. So anyway, like I was saying, got a polish remover, flat over the top. The finish of the actual receiver is going to gray up a little bit. That's normal even if you just use degreaser. So it's not necessarily just paint residue. So one question that I get a lot about my videos is why I show my serial numbers of the weapon, like right there. And people are like, oh, then people are going to know what serial number your weapon is. So what? Like, what is somebody going to do with that information? I never understood the issue or the fear of, you know, blocking out serial numbers in your pictures. Government knows I have it. It's on the paperwork. Like, it's not a secret. So I don't worry about it. I don't worry about hiding them in videos. Yeah, it's a non-issue. Alright, and that's really it. So all this graying and everything, I mean, there's a little bit of paint there. Fix that. Just going to re-lubricate. So you get the idea. That's pretty much it. Now all my markings are paint filled. FDE matches the furniture, and I like the way it looks. So that's it. So hopefully you learned something. This is the first time I've done it. There's probably a better way to do it, but this worked. I'm not mad at that. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time on 3COG. Thank you.